Hey, Chelsea Gilson here. So I got my big box of produce from Imperfect Produce, and in it was a head of cabbage, and I've actually never used cabbage for anything, so that was kind of interesting. I had 2 oranges and I had some ginger. So I wanted to do a recipe with all this fresh produce that I had, but it's so hot to turn on the oven in Los Angeles today that I'm gonna try my hand for the first time at a coleslaw. So all you need is a food processor, no oven required, and it's gonna be like an Asian fusion type of flavor. So to begin, I'm gonna take a carrot and cut it up just a little bit, just so it fits in, and cut off the head and put it right into the food processor. Cool. And then I am gonna take a little ramekin of almonds and throw them in, just so they get a little chop and they mix with everything. And then I'm gonna peel off the first layer of my cabbage. I don't even know why this was in Imperfect. It must have just been because they had extra produce or a surplus, because this is a beautiful cabbage. All right, and I'm gonna cut it in half so it fits. And then I'll probably cut it in 4s just to make sure that it gets a nice even chop. And this, and you could do all of this stuff with a knife as well, but it's just a little bit easier in the food processor to get everything nice and chopped up for you. And again, like, I don't want to be sweating in the kitchen on this hot day. Okay, so we'll try this first. So lid on. Cool. I'm just gonna pulse it. So turn it on. Just until everything's kind of finely chopped up. Push some stuff around. It looks like this one didn't get hit yet. So what I'll do, the almonds and the carrots are nice and chopped up though, and the rest of it is too. So let me just pour some of this out because it's ready. Oh yeah, the almonds are like so nice and mixed up in there. And then I'll do a second string with the rest of the cabbage. Okay, so cabbage back in. I'm gonna use all of it because I think it's gonna be delicious. Okay, cool. Well, this actually looks like all that's gonna fit. Back on, put it on. Just 2 big pieces, and the rest is perfectly shredded. So I'll pour this into my bowl with the carrot mixture. And then let me use a knife here to get the rest out. Cool. Okay. So cleaning out my workspace a little bit. Next, I'm gonna add in some pepitas or some little seeds, and I bought ones that were sprouted because nuts and seeds can actually bother most people's digestive tracts if they're not sprouted. So I got some sprouted ones. I'll pour those in. And then what I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna try to really quickly peel this orange. It doesn't matter if it's peeled perfectly at all. You could do this with any citrus fruit, but I feel like orange is the best because it gives that nice kind of Asian flavor, and it pairs really nice with ginger. It's almost like a Chinese chicken salad, but no chicken and really healthy for you, so not like the one that you get at CPK at all, but way more flavorful. Cool, so now my orange is peeled. Let me cut it in half, and now I have the little segments. I'll just break them up and put them in. beautiful. And again, it doesn't matter. I mean, if like some of the juice gets out, that's great. It's just gonna go good with our dressing. We just want little bites of sweetness. If you had some craisins, those would go really nice in here too, or like dried cherries. Just something for a little sweet. And I will do this with another orange too, but I'm not gonna bore you with it for now. So next I'm gonna take my lemon, and I have already cut it in half, and I'm gonna use it. And I actually got this lemon from my Imperfect Produce box too. So I'm gonna squeeze out the lemon juice. And this was definitely in there because this lemon was so petite, but it was one of the juicier lemons I've ever used. So it actually worked out to my advantage that I got it in there. So lemon in there, and then I'm gonna take some ginger and my grater and just grate some fresh ginger right on top. And I'll probably do this until I have about a full teaspoon, but just not to bore you for the video. I'll just do that right now. And then I'll take some Dijon mustard. Maybe I need to refill my organic Dijon mustard. Pour that on top, and we want like 1 tablespoon of this. A little bit of olive oil, and I would say maybe a tablespoon or teaspoon of this too, depending on how much you like. And then I'm going to use one of my favorite things, Braggs Liquid Amino Acids. It's like a soy sauce without the soy. So I'm going to do a couple squirts of that on there, let's say 10. And this is what will really give it that Asian flavor. And then I'm going to take some fresh cilantro and just pull some of the leaves off and put them in. Just a few, nothing crazy. Not everybody loves the flavor of cilantro, so if you're making this for a party, I would maybe leave the cilantro on the side. And then I'm going to stir it all up. And this will have like everything that I want. It's gonna have the zing of the ginger. It's gonna have the crunch from the nuts. It's gonna have a tanginess from the mustard, and it's gonna have the sweetness from the oranges. And perfect. And then I'll put a little bit of pepper on there, and the salt is already in there from the liquid amino acids and also from the mustards. So it's basically ready to go. And it smells delicious. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'm going to keep making tons of stuff with my Imperfect Produce. It's definitely one of the best decisions I've made. This box that I got this week only cost me $25. I got all organic stuff, and it has lasted me all week, and it's really pushed me to be more creative in the kitchen, which is always fun. If you want more recipes or health tips or watch me do yoga, you can head to travelingfig.com. Thanks.